Hi folks, so today we're going to be making some summer popsicles. It's a beautiful time of year, so they are ideal for making. They're really fast. Pop them in the freezer overnight, even for a few hours, they'll be ready to rock. So the first one we're going to do today is a gin and tonic popsicle. Who doesn't love a gin and tonic this time of year? So what we're going to do is, as I said, they're very simple. Just going to do a couple of steps here, explain them to you. We got some lovely limes here. So we're just going to roll the lime on the chopping board here. Again, that'll just kind of release the juices in it. We're going to cut this one in half. And we're just going to juice it into our bowl here. You can do this with a fork at home as well and strain it afterwards if you have any seeds in there. So we're going to have half of the lime juice in here. We're going to add our tonic water. It's important to use fresh tonic as well, so you have a nice fizz as well in the liquid before you put it in. And then the most important part as well is our gin. You can free pour that if you want. You don't have to measure. So we're going to give this a quick stir up. As I said, this is very simple. What you can do is you can leave this plain if you want at this stage. Pour them into your molds, into the freezer overnight, as I said, 3 to 4 hours, or preferably overnight, just to give it time to set, because obviously with the alcohol that you've put in here, it slows down the freezing process. So my personal favourite with a gin and tonic is obviously a little bit of cucumber. So what we're going to do is we're just going to slice some of our cucumber here. We're going to add this into our molds. The molds you can see here, I picked them up in town. You can get them in any of the kind of catering or pastry shops, or you can get them online either. I have these in a while now. They're perfect this time of year. I said for the summer popsicles, they're ideal. So we're just going to scrape out the kind of center of our cucumber here. Just get rid of some of the seeds, because that'll affect the freezing of the popsicle. So then, again, depending on the size of your molds, will all relate to how big you cut your pineapple or cut the cucumbers. So we're just gonna slice here. So you can see here, obviously you don't want to have them too big, because obviously you think of the end result when you have your popsicle. You don't want the cucumber slices to be too big wedges. So we're just going to pop these in. These will float up as you pour the liquid in. So we're just going to take our liquid then. It's probably just going to be easier to pour it from the bowl, or from the bowl into the jug, sorry. So we have our mix there. Ideally at this stage, if you've been really lazy, just a little bit of ice the way it is and it'll be perfect. But if you want to impress, we just go this one step further. So I'll just move this forward here so you can see. So we're just going to pour this into our mold. Don't fill it up to the very, very top, obviously, because it'll expand a tiny bit when it's freezing, so it might be a little bit more difficult to get it out. So almost to the top. Again, all these recipes will be available on the website. So I'm going to fill those up, so as you can see there. And then basically you have your little toppers then. So again, this will push down the cucumber also, so it'll leave it that it's, make sure the top is fixed on and then push down. Again, this all depends on the space that you have in the freezer. If you've got quite a big freezer, you can leave the stick up a little bit higher, or it depends if you have a small box one. Again, as I said, ideally in a freezer for 3 to 4 hours. But overnight as well. I find during the day, if you're going to make them, that you'll be checking every half an hour if they're ready or not. So at least if you can sleep on it, they'll be ready to go. So as I said, very fast, very easy gin and tonic popsicles with some frozen cucumber as well. So beautiful, just the way they are here. You can present them then with some crushed ice in a bowl. They'll hold a little bit longer if you're serving them out to a table, if you have friends over. But as I said, very fast, very easy, and really delicious.